Only 6 men in the history of this magnificent game at the highest level
Sorry, I'm excited.
have played 400 games. Tonight, Guess is one of those. Along the way, picked up a couple of premierships, a couple of All-Australian Blazers. He won a best and fairest at his footy club. It's been a big week for his old Bombers. Please make
He's
him
behind all this.
the one and
behind all
only
this.
Dustin Fletcher, everybody.
What have you done? What have you done, Fletcher? We know what you like.
I'm not sure if I should just walk out now.
You're a power broker. You're one of those carpet strollers, those faceless men in suits who make the big decisions. the puppeteers.
No, it's definitely not me, but it has been a big week. It's you forget you're living sometimes, but everyone is everyone's up and about.
Do you personally have blood on your hands?
No, I'm all good. I'm all good, mate. I'm all good.
Can you see your old teammate James Hird coming? I mean, is it something you can see him coming back and getting the job?
Oh, well, I think with the footy club, it's obviously been... We've had a number of coaches, obviously, but, you know, the hope's the big one. You know, with Essendon supporters, we haven't done too much.
Yes
for
or no,
a period of time. He can coach. There's no doubt he can coach. You know,
yes
he's got a few shitty traits, but he can coach. But, yeah, I know it's been big. But it's only early. We've still got 12 games to go.
We have.
Should he come back as playing coach?
Playing coach. his body's in all sorts.
Why wouldn't you just put him in now as caretaker coach? If you think he's got what it takes, why wouldn't you just go, you know what, let's do it, trial run, bung you in, and then we'll make a decision at the end of the year?
Oh, well, so we've got the ball.
No, great idea. Well said, Mick. Well done.
You probably don't want him...
Make it happen. You can do it.
Let's relive some of your highlights. I mean, you're a magnificent player, one of the most naturally attacking key defenders the game's ever seen. You became one of the great fullbacks of the modern era, Dustin, but before you came into the AFL, had you ever played this position?
Well, definitely knows the answer to that. I probably only played about 30 games of footy. I played, obviously, a lot of tennis growing up and, you know, Dad said you're too skinny to play footy, you know, run the boundary and umpire. And so the short answer is no.
So if you've only played 30 games before getting to this stage, we'll have a look at your first game in a moment. How quickly did you pick the thing? I mean, your old man played a lot of footy, he was a champion, but how quickly did you take to it?
Ken Fletcher.
Yeah, when you take it on some of those big boys, you know, Dunstall, Ablett, Modra, Sumich, Kerner, it took me probably about 10 years to...
No, it did not.
I'd still be in therapy.
Yeah, it probably took me about 4 years, you know, 3 or 4 years to feel like you're a part of a side, and obviously that one in '93 was pretty special against your boys.
Yeah, it was,
You played in a...
Yeah, it was. We're trying to have...
Let's play the whole game.
We're trying to have a nice time, Dustin, tonight, if you wouldn't mind.
You played in some... Who were you... You know, that famous... Well, the full-back, you were the linchpin. But some of the other defenders that you had in those great teams.
Some of the other defenders I had, guys like, you know, Sean Wellman, someone you probably don't speak about too much, but early days I had Dean Wallace next to me, and I'll tell you what, you couldn't pick a better person besides than Dean Wallace.
Well, it was a great team. He had great defensemen, and it was very hard to single anyone out.
That's a very good point.
I mean, it was such a great team and a great defence. But
great unit, Sam.
Great unit, but I liked on this occasion back in 1994 that Neil Curley decided to single you out in particular, Dustin.
And full credit to the Essendon players. They've worked harder than our boys. They've created the opportunities. They've controlled the ball, and they've had a dominant back line apart from Fletcher.
Apart from you.
Apart from me. He's from Adelaide, is he?
Yeah.
He's got you, beauty.
Let's get back to your first game. As we said before, you go and become one of the great defenders, but round 2, 1993, can you remember... Oh, no, we'll get to it. Can you remember your debut?
Oh, I can. It was Anthony Danaher actually was injured, and the spot that sort of lobbed up was full back.
Yep.
And anyway, Sheeds sort of Thursday night, quite late, got a phone call, and he rang, and I was actually in bed. It was about midnight. And I had school at 8 o'clock, you know, sort of Monday. And Mum answered. And anyway, I went into school into Sheeds on the Friday, and he said, "We're going to play you this week. We're going to start you on the bench. You may or you may not come on." That's how sort of footy was back then. And so I was actually pretty relaxed about it. And then got into the game. I think Mum drove me in. Didn't have the licence, obviously, at 17. And we ran out for the first time. I had the trackie top on, run out last. Sheeds waves me up the race and says, you know, "Come here, young fella." And I just thought he was going to tap me on the bum and say, "Good luck, go and have some fun." And he said, "Oh, young fella, Paul Salmon, who was our big ruckman, he's going to full forward.
Fish.
And you're going in the ruck.
What? So we just...
79 kilos, rucking against Justin Madden.
Your first game?
Yep. Well, I think I hit it straight to Craig Bradley. Shot a handball at Greg Williams. I think Kernan kicked a goal in the first minute of the game. So I never played in the ruck again. I was fucking rapped about it.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised, yes.
Well, now can I ask you
Now
about the
you
second
can go
game?
with the second
Because your
game,
second game was even more controversial when you chose not to play at all, but you chose playing for your school over that side. So tell me, how did Sheeds take that when you said, I'm not available, I'm playing for my school?
Oh, not too well, because I only ever played one game in the reserves in my life.
Yeah.
And after this game, I actually, you're going back into twos. So, but I actually said to him on the Thursday night came and he said, we're going to play this week. And I said, Sheeds, do you mind if I play Friday against Ivanhoe out at Chelmsworth Park, and then Saturday I'll front up again? And he pretty much said, make up your mind, you either play one or the other. And anyway, Friday came. I said, Sheeds, I just want to play one more with my mates. And he said, oh, that's good. He goes, you'll be playing the twos next week.
It's a pretty bold thing to do.
Did it anyway. You're one of the few people in the world who gets to experience what it's like to play at the top level and then go to school the next day. How cool is that?
Yes, it's cool. Well, yes, it's cool. The first two periods your mates give it to you. You've had 8 kicked on, you've had 6 kicked on, you had 4 kicked on you, and then the teachers, they go at you as well. But no, it was good. It was probably a good thing I was at school, because you got back to school with your mates and having an ice cream and
Let's take a closer look at that ice cream. What is that? Is that?
I reckon it was a banana paddle pop.
That's what I said.
It's a Barney.
It's Barney banana.
Barney banana.
It's a banana paddle pop.
They were my favourites, so...
They were?
It could be a splice where you've eaten the outer layer.
I don't know. We'll have to go...
A gay time that you've
it's not...
gnawed down to
No, but the pine lime splice, Mickey, is the king of icy pop.
mint.
It's magnificent.
Obviously...
Choc wedge?
Bublo Bill.
Well, it's not a choc wedge. It was yellow.
Yeah, but he
clearly
could
not
have eaten the chocolate off the edge of it.
No, it's not a chocolate. It's not a chocolate. So you've had an early...
Did you enjoy anything from the Cornetto family? Anything that, like a drumstick?
You've had an early taste of what it's like to be on the receiving end from Sheeds. He could be pretty tough. He was a tough taskmaster, wasn't he, Kevin?
Oh, he was. He did sort of calm down towards the second part of his career, but it probably led us into a game, I think it was 95.
Yep.
And when I saw him, when I probably saw the real, the angry Kevin Sheedy, and we're about 3 goals up. The Lee Matthews rule, you probably should win the game, but we got beat by a few. Points against the Swans. And I remember him coming in, and we heard him coming in because he's punched a hole in the wall and he's kicked the bloody thing through there, and we went in our little room. And we were just waiting for him to come in to give it to us. But it took him a while, and all I could hear was out. He cleared all the wives, girlfriends and kids, said, can you leave? I want to speak just to the players.
That's not good.
That's not good. So then what happened, we didn't hear from him for a few more minutes, and we walked out into the main room where there was no one, and we saw 20 chairs set up. Bit like rugby league style, and he's plopped himself in the middle, and I sort of was onto it a little bit. I didn't have a good game, I'll put my hand up to say that, and I picked sort of chair number 19 round the end. So I thought by the time he gets to me, he's had enough. Every player, and anyway, Mercedes and McCurry, Hurd, whoever, he went through everyone, about 3 or 4 minutes on everyone, and got a little bit personal, and he got to me and he said, Fletcher, you'll be in the twos all next year. That was I can't swear on TV, but got into me. And then he got to Stephen Alessio, who was our big ruckman. And Sheeds and ruckman had a funny type relationship. He thought the message took a while to get from there to sort of up here. And anyway, he started on Cess. I thought I copped it pretty bad. He was the last one. And anyway, we were upset. We had a chance to win that final, and we did it. And we jumped in the shower, and Cess was in all sorts. And he said, "Can you believe that? What we just copped?" And I said, "Yeah, it's just the way it goes." But the problem was, Stephen Alessio didn't even play. Sheeds had sent him out to warm up as that sort of 21st player, and he copped the worst of it. But that wasn't the only bit. There wasn't 20 chairs. He went and got his own chair and put it in there. He wanted to feel part of the team.
You played, as we touched on, some of the greatest full forwards of all time. But Plugger in particular must have been a tough customer for you. I'm going to have a look at this footage, which doesn't age well.
He didn't
Pluggers on your medal and bang. Now...
He didn't like getting outside the 50, I don't think.
No, I haven't seen him run that hard. Here you come back, and he's showing a lot of concern for you. Here, what was said there?
Oh. He didn't. He sort of mumbled. I couldn't pick it up if it was a sorry or it was just a mumble. It wasn't a sorry, but it was funny because Benny Dorlan, a good mate of mine, he sort of went up and had a bit of a dip, but I reckon, about 81 kilos at that stage. So, I sort of didn't say
Not
too
a
much.
fair fight.
But Plugger he didn't say a word to me in 10 years.
Well, it's amazing, just like we've all kind of seen that before, and amazing. Everything all right there, Serge? We're on air, sir. We're on air, mate.
Serge just turned our monitor over to the State of Origin.
Serge, what are you doing?
What are you doing, mate?
Serge, if you want a score check, mate, can you wait till half time? Queensland 10, New South Wales 10. We've all seen the footage of Plugger throwing Dustin Fletcher into about row 3.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, it was pretty
I
violent.
hope we saw it anyway.
Yeah, exactly, who knows. But then it was a wonderful, beautiful moment afterwards. People forget about this, but Plugger had a heart of gold.
Yeah.
And it was a lovely moment after the game when Plugger actually sought you out after the game. You talked to the Essendon bench. We wanted to know where you are. And this beautiful moment of Plugger just checking in to seeing if you were all right was captured by Channel 7.
Yep.
I think Tony Lockett went to look for Dustin Fletcher a moment ago to make sure everything was all right, and this will be a nice moment. He's found him now.
Oh, my God. Goosebumps. Goosebumps.
That's what sport's all about, Maher.
It's like a fairy tale.
Oh, mate.
Well, not many people know what it's like to play 400 games at the level. Dustin Fletcher, tonight's guest, became the third behind Michael Tuck and KB. Brent Harvey became the fourth, so the list expanded. It soon turned to 5 when Sean Burgoyne became the 5th. And then, of course, on the weekend, Scott Pendlebury became the 6th of the 400 club. Dustin Fletcher, our special guest tonight. Congratulations,
absolutely.
A member of that incredibly esteemed club. How was it to be out there, recognising and celebrating the deed of the next member of the club on the weekend?
Yeah, pretty good effort, really. 433 games. It's, I think he's obviously, I don't know a lot. You played against him a lot, but never been away or on an Irish trip or whatever else. But just an ultimate professional. To have Tucky and the rest of the boys there, it was pretty good to sit in a room and watch him go out and break the record.
Just to clarify, on the record, you've described Scott Pendlebury's 433 games as a pretty good effort.
It's an unbelievable effort. It's a world record, so isn't it?
Well, it's a special moment too, by the way, and Scott Pendlebury did get to do that where he went through the banner with his 2 kids.
Magnificent stuff.
So that's lovely. And milestone games.
Great pictures.
We've become accustomed to that when the man of the moment goes through the banner holding the kids. And it was interesting, though, because, when you made when you broke the record for your 400th game, Dustin, your kids, your kids, you were 40. So your kids, they weren't little. In fact, they were actually eligible for the draft. Your kids could have driven you to the ground for your 400. Right? But was it an obvious special moment going through with your family?
It was, I started pretty early. Got
400 games.
It was good, the kids are a bit older there. It would have been great to play a game with Mason, done a LeBron James, but chose a bit of a different path. But, it was a great memories looking at that.
I think we can all agree 400 games is a pretty good effort.
And just made even more special playing it in that the grey jumper.
Oh, mate, it's a special moment to go through in the traditional grey and red.
Wonderful stuff.
Well, that's the worst jumper ever.
I didn't have 12 of them either.
Hey?
I didn't have 12 of them either.
No.
I don't reckon you've worn 12 different tops in your life.
How'd you go that day? 400?
Honestly?
Yeah.
Subbed off at half-time. James Hird subbed me off at half-time. We lost to Richmond. And then, and the rest of you didn't go that well either. I won't mention that. But,
that was the last game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit tough.
It was.
Well done.
The central one to what we've been talking about so far is the 400 game milestone. He became the 3rd player in the history of the game to play 400 games, which is a wonderful statistic to have alongside your name.
I can do better than that.
Can you?
I can do better than that. This is a true stat. You're the only player to have played 400 games and beat Mark Philippoussis in a tennis match. Yes, he was a tennis prodigy. You played a lot of tennis as a youngster, am I all right? There you are, looking like a dorky Mark Woodford. Now, what was it? You were a good schoolboy.
Yeah, I was a reasonable. Yeah, 6'4", 7'5", the score was out at Williams.
How many times you play him?
I played him about 18.
How many times you beat him?
Once.
Yeah, that's about
But no,
right.
it was good. Like, as I said, I didn't play a lot of footy growing up. And
What did you do? Rush the net?
Yeah,
What did you do? Wear about the baseline?
Pat Rafter.
Strong second
nice.
serve?
Big serve.
But we used to think we were okay, and we didn't get defeated in a doubles combination for about 5 years. And my doubles partner was Chris Anstey.
Right.
Chris Anstey, 7'8".
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We under 12s turning up to a tournament.
Yeah,
the kids down the other.
That would be terrifying.
No
They
one's
were, yeah. That's why we won.
lobbing it over Anstey. That's not going to happen.
No.
The other thing about you, which we have to touch on while we have you, is you're one of the greatest exponents of the torp in the business.
Yes.
You're in my torp team of the century. Yeah. Let's have a look at some of your finest work. Boom shakalaka! That is a massive roost, and your torps are coming out of defence, which I like. We don't see a lot of them.
Look at that.
That is one of the greatest.
No, that's mad.
That is in the conversation for best torp of all time. Here we go from the fullback position. Bang! That's nearly 80. That is massive.
What was the key? What was the key to kicking a torp, mate?
From a young age, I remember going down to Cardinia Park with Dad one day and watching a game down there, and Gary Ablett, he kicked one about 70 metres, and I wasn't even too worried about who won or lost. Essendon or Geelong won the game, but I saw Gary Ablett kick one about 70 metres, and I always thought I'd love to do that. And there was one game, I shouldn't be proud of it, but I was. She said, if you kick one torpedo, you're allowed to kick two. So I thought, that's fine. And this particular day, I wasn't going that well, but I had 9 kicks. And 9 of them were torpedoes. So I actually kicked 9 in a row.
Oh, there's your BWS stat. There's your best stat. 9 kicks, 9 torpedoes.
Do your kids kick it further than you ever did now? Are they kicking it further than you?
Oh, they're giving the American ball a fair old whack. So,
Just to point out, both the boys are
punting over in America. Well, one's in America and the other one's now over in the UK doing it.
He's over in the UK. He's got into a bit of work, and Max is in his final year at the University of Cincinnati. So their season starts sort of round our sort of grand final. So
wish them well,
if the Bombers are in the grand final, I probably won't go. But we'll see how that works out.
Toughest opponent? I think we've got to it.
Jason Dunstall.
Jason Dunstall.
Really?
Really?
Why was that?
Yeah. Oh, Waverley Park. He'd clear everyone out.
Would he?
Jarman, just putting him in the right Platten. Pritchard.
Yeah.
You said that you didn't play fullback until you actually started playing for Essendon, until Sheed said you're playing, there it is. What's in your junior career, most you ever kicked in a game?
Pass. Two or three goals.
Is that all?
That's pretty average.
We should have accepted pass.
Yeah.
That's the worst question and answer in the history of the track.
No, it's a good question.
I could have said 8.
I think you got to shoulder some of the blame for that.
I thought that maybe in your junior career you would have had a big day out.
Nah, I played in the ruck. I had 40 hit-outs one day.
Another good stat.
Once again, it's not the question I asked. What's the most you ever had kicked on you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 9 goals, 2.
Who by?
Alan Jakovic.
I've got to. That's still pretty good, isn't it? 9. No,
9.
if that's the most ever kicked, that's a pretty solid reputation.
9 goals, 2.
Any superstitions in your playing career?
Oh, it's a bit of a long one. I used to like going in locker 1. My jumper got put in locker 1 in a game, and I had the most ever stats in my career. I think I had 33 touches. So I used to go every game in locker 1. But that meant 1s to 2, 2s to 3, 4s to 5, 5 goes to 6. So I pretty much stuffed up the whole locker.
That's humble.
Yeah, locker 1.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right. First car.
Maroon Mitsubishi Magna.
Ooh.
It's no good.
No good?
No good, no.
How many Ks did it have on it at the end?
It had over 200,000.
That's unbelievable.
Worst bit was I actually won a kicking competition across the year. I won 10 grand in it. So, 10 grand back in 93. But by the time I got home, Dad had claimed his manager fees. I'll give Dad 3. I'll give Dad 3. I'll give Mum 1,000. I'll give my brother and sister 1,000.
I'm doing kicking them across the Yarra.
Yeah, I'll kick one across the Yarra.
You got it across the Yarra?
Across the Yarra, yeah. To win 10,000. 10,000. And I should have bought something nice for that 10,000. By the time I got home, I had about 3 grand left.
Is that what you bought the car with?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Maroon Mitsubishi Magna.
All right. Mate, we are flying.
No, this is one of the great drip tracks.
Mate,
Yeah, but we're getting close to the end.
After a very slow start. Favourite television show growing up, Dustin Fletcher?
Favourite television show growing up? No, I'm not sure. I'll go on movie because I used to love John Rambo.
Rambo.
right, yeah.
First Blood.
First Blood.
Not a
Yeah.
TV show, I'm sorry.
So I asked the question, favourite
Favourite TV show.
I asked the
Come
question,
on.
favourite television show, and you give me a character from a movie.
No.
No, this is just basic comprehension. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. All right, here you go.
All right, Dustin, I'm coming over for dinner. What are you cooking me?
What am I cooking? Jeez. The miss is a good cook. She's English, so we'll go with.
Once again, wasn't the question.
Yeah. Pass. I got nothing for you.
Pass?
I can't cook.
No worries.
We'll
all
have a
right.
beer
Couple of
instead.
quick ones. Couple of quick ones.
What
do
did you think he was going to say? What would you like? If,
Oh,
if
just-
you
I
went
know-
round, what would you like to have?
Just a meal. Wouldn't that have been good?
I like the fact that credit that you're giving it some thought, Dustin.
You don't have to
Yeah.
answer
yeah.
anything. You don't have to answer me if
No,
you
I've
don't
thought
want
about it.
No, you don't have
We'll
to
go with a
answer.
roast with a nice Yorkshire pudding with a bit of gravy.
A roast,
There you go.
Yorkshire pudding.
Well done.
Oh,
Well, that
wow.
escalated.
Give
It
me
went
time
from
to think
pasta
about
to
it.
a Yorkshire pudding. What do you wear to bed?
No, I'll go nude.
Do you?
Yeah, just like.
I had you in a little Captain Snooze number, didn't you? Didn't you? I would have thought, yeah, really?
That's a lot of. That's a lot
big.
of person to be nude.
All right.
in bed next night.
I'm being honest.
Is there a spoil or a smother that you remember?
Not really. No.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. because we put,
Maybe a double fister. And
Should've marked
no,
it.
we put it to you.
You found one,
We
haven't
put
you?
it to you that this is Maher. What do you describe this as? The greatest attempted smother of all time.
That I've ever
Gary
seen.
Ablett kicks the goal, but mate, you did everything you could.
Look at this.
Did
Dustin,
everything
this,
you could, mate.
this is amazing.
Got to give your all out there when you've had
Last
10 picked
question.
on you.
Here's the big three to finish. Favourite colour?
Red.
Red and grey.
Favourite animal?
Shiba Inu, which is a dog.
Is that
Shiba
Shiba
Inu.
Inu? Is that this dog? Because it's a beautiful picture. I do look at it and go, you know what? When a photographer comes up with an idea, you don't always have to do it. But
Well, when I look at that, I go, look, they're both rangers.
I think that was emotional for you seeing that.
Yeah, that was. He's passed away.
Oh, well,
it was. Yeah, I won't go into that one. But,
that's what happens.
yeah,
Dogs die. That's what happens.
That was a great.
Is that the breed that you were talking about?
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
Last one.
There you go. Oh, sorry.
Oh, this. I
That
wanted
was
to.
a big moment then. You're just moving it along.
Yeah, I am.
All right.
You want to...
Queensland versus New South Wales. Who do you think's going to win tonight? No. Favourite vegetable, and we'll get out on that. Dustin Fletcher.
Brussels sprouts.
Oh, someone
But they've been really cooked and crunchy.
Cooked and
There you
with
go.
maybe a little bit of bacon, a little bit.
spot on.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's always.
Maybe you could cook you some when you come over.
All right, Dustin. It's been an absolute joy having you on the show, mate. Thanks for coming on and being such a great sport. Dustin Fletcher, a very special guest.